What's up, everybody? Welcome to my second MG Experience episode. Last week I made a video, even though it went a little too long, based on the top 10 things in different categories that a lot of people were expecting for this year. Movies, TV, books, video games, music, and all that stuff. Based on popular opinion, and I think I might have gone a little bit overboard explaining what you need to know. But that was last week. Now, for my second one, I'm gonna do a comment video. Or should I say episode. The Super Bowl is dropped yesterday or a couple nights ago. And I'm gonna give you guys a review on my thoughts about it, and also a lot of people thought about it, because right now there's a billion other people that are putting reviews up for their impressions on the big event. So I'm gonna give you guys a little touch on the highlights, the halftime show, and commercials, movies that were represented. And to be honest, I wasn't impressed. But let's see what the highlights and all the other stuff is. So let's get started. I'm going to talk about the highlights of the game first. Okay, so the Super Bowl was decent this year. Unless you're a Patriot fans, because they lost 29-13. Seattle Seahawks quarterback sacked Drake May 6 times. On the Seahawks side, there was a couple of MVPs. Best one, Kenneth Walker III, MVP for there. And then there was Jason Myers, who scored 5 field goals, giving the Seahawks a head start. Both teams scored 2 touchdowns, but Seahawks ended up winning at the very end. Well, I can't say the same for the halftime performance, because that was a memorable one. In at least Latin culture, at least Bad Bunny tore it up with cultural powerhouse performance, celebrating Puerto Rican heritage, and even featured an actual wedding, which is pretty interesting. He did the performance in Spanish and a little bit in English. He even had 2 guest stars, which is Lady Gaga and Ricky Martin, who has not performed in a long time. And they did a powerful performance that shook up the stadium. Good dances, good visuals, and a good way to have a good time. So we're gonna give congrats to Bad Bunny, Lady Gaga, and Ricky Martin for killing it last night and making us forget about the game and focusing on them instead. And finally, entertainment, or things that are coming up later this year in cinema. One of the other benefits of the Super Bowl, which is pretty interesting. A lot of trailers premiered, but outside the Super Bowl, there was only 3 that premiered during the Super Bowl. Disclosure Day, Screen 7, and the Mandalorian movie for the Star Wars fan. There were trailers that are expected for people that are looking for a little bit of fantasy and horror, and they made a big impact on audience from that franchise. At the very end, the Super Bowl was pretty neutral, predictable game, and predictable movie trailers. But Bad Bunny, Lady Gaga, and Ricky Martin stole the show, showed a little cultural impact, and a good time that we haven't had in years for Latin music at the Super Bowl. Well, that's the review. So tell me what you guys think. That's my take on the Super Bowl, or my highlights, what I learned. What about you guys? I know there's a lot of you Patriot fans out there that must be bummed, and there's a lot of you Seahawks fans that enjoy and celebrate, and there's Bad Bunny fans and the horror fans. So let me know, what was your favorite part of the Super Bowl? Did you guys enjoy the trailers, the halftime, the game? Tell me what you guys think. What's your favorite part of the Super Bowl? Did you enjoy the touchdowns? Who was the MVP? Who did you like seeing more on stage? Gaga, Martin, or Bunny? or if you're excited to see that new Scream 7 trailer. Just let me know. Put it down in the comments. Let's have a conversation. Don't forget to like and subscribe for the video, and we will talk next time. Thank you for being in my MG experience. Till next episode.